In 2025, McLaren have been dominating F1. Winning 9 of 12 races and finished at Silverstone over 30 seconds ahead of P3. But what they haven't done is win by an entire lap, so I'm going to be seeing if that is possible against the hardest AI in F1 25. So here are the rules. 110% AI, 2 stops, strict track limits, realistic performance McLaren, and we have to lap every single AI. The track I'm choosing to do this at is Australia in a 100% race, since the AI are too quick around here. But first, we need to qualify on pole, and as we round out our only qualifying lap, we will have done just that. It's a 1:15.1, which puts us 1.4 seconds clear of the AI, which coincidentally is the gap we need to pull to the AI every single lap this race if we want to accomplish this challenge. But here we go, it's 5 lights, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the gap we need to pull by lap 5 is 7 seconds, and it's lights out and away we go. We start on the medium tyres compared to most of the AI who start on the hards. Leclerc on the mediums as well, but he won't be too much of a concern for us. Our only worry is just to pull over a second within this lap to keep on the pace we need throughout this entire race, and also to make sure the AI don't get DRS. And as we head up to turn 3, we've already gained 1.2 seconds against the AI, and we are well on pace to accomplish our goal. Through this high speed left-right chicane, it's a purple sector 1 and a green sector 2. Tsunoda and Hamilton wheel to wheel down the back straight. Hamilton makes the move on Tsunoda and is up into second place. The gap already up to 4.5 seconds thanks to that battling, and what we need to do now is just settle into this race as Hamilton and Tsunoda are fighting once again. It's wheel to wheel through turn 3 and turn 4. Hamilton, can he keep it ahead of Tsunoda? Yes, he does. And the gap we needed by the end of lap 5 was 7 seconds, and we've smashed that. It's 10.6 seconds to P2. But we probably won't be this lucky in the rest of the race with that battling for second place. So we need to keep pushing as hard as possible and keep on building that gap. The gap we need by lap 10 is 14 seconds, and it's already up to 12.5 by lap 7, so we're still well on track to lap the field for the end of the race. But oh, we've gone wide, and that is the first sign of our tyres dying, as Hamilton is still defending from Tsunoda into the final few corners, but Hamilton stays ahead until we get to the straight where Yuki will have the DRS. Here he comes, it's almost 3 wide between the 2 Ferraris and the Red Bull. Tsunoda, is he ahead into turn 1? No, Hamilton still holds on to P2, and the gap we needed by lap 10 was 14 seconds, and the gap we have is 18.7 seconds. This is going to be the first difficult part of the race for us. Our tyres are wearing off and the AI aren't fighting nearly as much as they were early on in the race, and we get our first corner cutting warning for sliding off at turn 1. Tsunoda and Hamilton are still fighting for second place with Leclerc just behind on the medium tyres. We really need this because we don't want one AI car to pull away from the rest of the pack. Our tyre wear is starting to get to the point where it's a bit concerning, 51% on the highest tyre, and we need a 28 second gap to P2 by lap 20. On lap 18 we're only on a 26 second gap, which means we are possibly under target for the first time in this race. I'm pushing on as hard as possible, but these tyres are starting to fall away, as again you can see how much we are pushing, and we have the first AI into the pits. It's Leclerc and Russell, the first of the front runners to box, and as our tyres wear, we're going to have to make a decision soon, as we have a massive snap once again. And the lap after that snap we're going to call it quits, and we're going to pit for hard tyres, and we come in to make our first stop. Big snap, and for some reason I pressed the wrong button and accidentally turned in, which means we're going to have a slow stop, which is not ideal. Hamilton and all of the cars behind will come into the pits at the same time as us. Hamilton onto another set of the hard tyres, and I assume everyone else is on the same as well, and the gap we need by lap 25 is 35 seconds. But now we have to do our job of pushing on as hard as possible. Set a new fastest lap of the race would help us. It's purple sector 1, slightly on the grass through that right hander, but as we come up to the line it's a new personal best and a new fastest lap of the race. On the next lap as well, we've gone purple through the first 2 sectors, and it's a new fastest lap into the 1 minute 19s. And as we head up to the line on lap 25, the gap is just over 35 seconds, which means we are exactly on pace. We have now caught the first lapped cars of Stroll and Albon. Stroll will let us through nice and quickly, as Albon lets us through down the straight as well. And with the extra motivation of actually racing people for once in this race, we are back on track. track, 44.4 seconds on lap 30, which puts us 2 seconds ahead of target. And now we know we have the pace to lap the entire field. It's just about not getting held up by the lapped cars.
Okay.
And on lap 34, we finally reached the top 10, which means we're halfway through the cars we need to lap. But it is still a long, long way to the front of the pack. And you know what I said earlier about us not wanting anyone to break away? Well, Norris has. That's going to make him even more difficult to catch. But we are still well on target as the gap as we cross the line, 54.8 seconds, 5 seconds ahead of schedule. Norris decides that it's time to box on lap 38, and we are about a minute ahead of him, and with a 20-second pit lane time and an 80-second lap time, we are going to come out very, very close to our teammate after he comes out of the pit lane. But remember, we still have to make one more stop, and we are ahead of Lando by maybe 5 seconds, which means we're going to have to make up just under a pit stop in 17 laps. And at the end of lap 41, we decide now is the time to box into the pit lane. Ooh, nearly speeding. We are fine, and we get an optimal turn in this time, and we will come out about 15 seconds behind that leading pack. We set another new personal best in this race, 18.8 first lap in the 18s. And there are just 13 laps to go, and we are still well on target, 6 seconds over target as we catch George Russell after setting yet another fastest lap of the race. And now, on lap 47, we have caught the final few cars. We lapped Tsunoda and we've lapped Verstappen a few corners ago. Hamilton up next, and then our teammate Lando Norris, who's actually been caught by the following pack, which I didn't expect. But here we go, we pass Hamilton down into turn 3, and we can see Lando Norris, the final car to catch, 1 minute 18 seconds behind us, and that means he's right in front of us. Blue flags are shown for Lando, and after a very long race, 48 laps, we're going to celebrate right behind him, and then he's going to let us through, and we're going to celebrate some more. And we'll skip to the final lap of the race, where with one more lap to go, we'll lap Behrman for the second time. He slows down on the racing line, which would have annoyed me if we hadn't already completed the challenge, but we have. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Nice little bonus, thank you.